All right, so we're looking at the definition of a polygon, and polygon has the two parts of the polygon. It's kind of like your, you look for your suffix and prefix in English. Poly means many, and gon means sides. So a polygon is a many-sided figure. Poly means many, gon means sides. The definition of a polygon, it must have certain characteristics. So, like me, I'm annoying. That's a characteristic. So you have number one, you have a closed plane figure, and plane basically means it's flat. When you think of a plane, most of us, when we hear the word plane, we think of something that looks like this. It's kind of a flat surface. It's a closed plane figure with at least 3 sides. So it has to have at least 3 sides. The triangle is going to be the smallest polygon you can have. The closed means it cannot be an open figure. So if I give you a picture that looks like this, that's not a polygon because it's not closed. If I close it here, it does become a polygon. So that's the first part. It's a closed plane, which means flat, figure with at least 3 sides. And those sides are segments. We call them segments because they have to stop. They're finite. We can measure them. You can actually measure the length of the side of a polygon. The side of a polygon is not a ray or a line because we can't measure a ray or a line. Those go on infinitely. We have to have something finite that we can measure. The second part of the definition of a polygon is that it cannot have any rounded edges or curves. So anything in polygons come in all different shapes. They all look weird. As long as all of the sides are straight, they're segments. That's what we call them, segments. It's a polygon. You can't have any curves. So for example, if I have 3 sides here that are segments and then I have a curved side here, that is not a polygon. A polygon cannot have any rounded edges. So for the last part, each side can only intersect 2 other sides. In a polygon, when you create a polygon, each side only intersects 2 other sides. So it can only be connected. If you want to imagine the word intersect as meaning connected, it can only be connected to 2 other sides. And there's a reason that we have this characteristic or this property. If I draw a polygon, for example, I'm going to draw a plain and simple pentagon. Every side that I look at, let's say this is side number 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4, and that's 5. Side number 1 is only connected to which 2 sides? Oh wait, you can't answer. 2 and 5. So 1 is only connected to 2 and 5. 5 is only connected to 1 and 4. 4 is only connected to 3 and 5. 3 is only connected to 2 and 4, and 2 is only connected to 1 and 3. Each side intersects 2 other sides, and most of the time you'll see this written as exactly 2 other sides because it has to be 2. It can't be less than 2 or more than 2. Each side only intersects exactly 2 other sides. And there's an announcement coming on. I just love these. So anyway, that's what a pentagon looks like. That's just a plain old pentagon. And that's the definition of a polygon. So let's look at the different types. Let me draw some pictures for you because I'm just a great artist. And we'll see if these are polygons or not. So if I were to draw a polygon like this, imagine I can draw straight lines. This is a 6-sided polygon. That's a hexagon. This is a polygon because it's closed. Remember, it's closed. It's flat. It has at least 3 segments that are sides. It does not have any rounded edges, and each side only intersects or connects to exactly 2 other sides. So that would be, yes, that would be a polygon. Now, what if I gave you this one? Now, I'm talking about looking at this figure as a whole. If we look at this figure as a whole, the answer is no, this is not a polygon. Now, which portion of the definition does it fail? Well, the portion of the definition that it fails is that we have this side right here. And how many other sides does that side touch? It touches this side, it touches this side, and it touches this side. So you've got a segment that actually cuts into the polygon, or cuts into the figure. I shouldn't have called it a polygon, but I'm old. That cuts into the figure and touches more than two other sides, or intersects more than two other sides. So this does not qualify as a polygon for that reason. So that fails the each side can only intersect with exactly two other sides portion of the definition. So let's look at one more. Let's say I have, let's see here, this picture, okay? Looks like a piece of Swiss cheese that fell apart. This is not going to be a polygon either. Which part of the definition does it fail? Well, it fails no rounded edges. I've got a curve here so that there's no rounded edges. So that is the definition of a polygon. Now we do have one other type of polygon that I'm going to mention in the video, and that's a special type of polygon, and we call that a regular polygon. And what a regular polygon is, regular polygon, not irregular like me, regular. A regular polygon is a polygon that is both equilateral, and what does equilateral mean? Congruent sides, equal sides. It's both equilateral and equiangular. That means a regular polygon is a polygon in which all sides are congruent and all angles are congruent. Now, the common regular polygon that you see every day is a square. That's the first thing everybody thinks about. A square is a regular polygon because what do we know about a square? All four sides are the same length and all four angles are 90-degree angles. So all sides are congruent and all angles are congruent. That's what makes it regular. Another regular polygon that you see common, think about a stop sign. A stop sign is a regular octagon. Again, I have amazing artistic skills, as you can tell. So in a stop sign, all eight sides are congruent and all eight angles are congruent. That is what makes it a regular octagon. So this would be a regular octagon. And this over here, that's a square. And we know it's a square. But if we want to get the correct name with all of the information, we can also call this a regular quadrilateral. Quadrilateral meaning four sides. So a regular polygon is any polygon where all angles and all sides are congruent or the same. And you'll use these quite a bit when we get into interior angle sums and exterior angle sums, because all you need to know in a regular polygon is how many sides or angles it has, which is the same. If it's got 8 sides, it's got 8 angles. And you can figure out the measure of each interior angle and each exterior angle, which will be one of our next lessons.